right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm on my way home from a chaplaincy convention conference. It was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. It was interesting. This was a Christian hotel, and yet there were no Bibles in the drawers in the room. There were no Bibles in the room. I guess it's a BYOB place. Bring your own Bible. I don't know. Anyway, a few things on my mind. On my way home, I somewhat listened to a conference call for rabbis and Jewish faith leaders with our very honored President Trump. And I was kind of disappointed. It was about a little bit less than 200 people participating in the conference call. Went on for about 20 minutes, give or take. I for one, I'll tell you, I was not impressed, because it seemed that the whole focus of the call was Israel. I'm not saying Israel's not an important issue, but when I vote for president, I'm voting for president of America, not for Israel. Judaism is my faith, and I'm a supporter of President Trump. I voted for President Trump, and I was kind of uncomfortable voting for him, and I am extremely, extremely happy with the outcome. I don't have buyer's remorse. If anything, I am much more comfortable with him now that he has a record than I was before, and I think he's really doing a wonderful job. I made a claim he's the best president of the 21st century. We've only had 3. I think he's better than George W. Bush, and Mickey Mouse would be better than Obama. The only person I could think of worse than Obama is Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders would be better than Obama or Clinton. That's besides the point. So that's one thing I was uncomfortable with. At this conference, they took us out of our comfort zone. We had a lot of a major subject that they were focusing on was the LGBTQI community in prison and so forth, and each of us expressed our own views about this, and there were 2 women who married to each other according to American law. Both of them were pastors with collars and everything, and I got up and I said, here we have the president who's the most gay president, most pro-gay president in history. Not the most gay. He's not gay. He's the most pro-gay president in history. And they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, here's the first president who didn't enter the presidency, opposing gay marriage. Obama had to make this whole big show. Look, I changed my mind. Trump never changed his mind. He never had a problem with it. There are other things, but I knew, saying something like that, people were like, wow, how can you say that? But it's true. The fact of the matter is, officially, on paper, at least before everything changed, what's the guy's name? Dick Cheney. Much more pro-gay than Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or something, that's not the only issue there is, he was very supportive of his daughter and so forth. My approach to it always is quite different. I take what I believe to be a biblical approach is that sexuality is an action and not a state of being. there's no Hebrew word for what we call gay or straight. People are just people. Actions are actions. There's certain actions that are prohibited. Certain actions are more prohibited than others, perhaps. Whatever that means. It's not that it's more prohibited than both, but maybe one is a more serious sin than another. Things like that. All that being said, it is what it is. So, but the thing is, we're like these pastors are saying, well, it's not a sin. I was like, they did their research and they decide it's not a sin, and I'm like, why do you have to make it not a sin? Why can't it be a sin? And we're sinners. We're all sinners. We're all sinners. Why do you have to justify everything you do? I would think in Christianity that would be a big thing. You're recognizing that we're fallen, we're sinners, and that's it. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong being a sinner. I mean, it's something wrong to do a sin, but not necessarily to be a sinner. That's what I'm saying. We're not allowed to sin. There's something wrong with sinning, and there are different sins that are different issues of what these sins are. But that's not really my point. We'll put that aside for now. This whole story right now with Kavanaugh. This is, to me, a reason why we should just get rid of the 17th Amendment. I mean, all of these idiots, they do not belong in, these Democrats don't belong in the Senate. And if the Senate was what it's supposed to be, I don't think it would be like this. That's just my 2 cents. All right. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll talk later.